The storm came suddenly. The sky turned very dark, and the wind blew hard over the sea. The waves were very big. Our ship broke into pieces, and I fell into the cold, salty water. I tried to swim, but the sea was strong. The rain was hitting my face, and the wind was pushing me under the waves. At last I reached the sand of a lonely island. The storm stopped, but the sea was still noisy. I lay on the beach watching the waves and listening to the wind. The next morning, the island was quiet. The sun came up slowly, and the sand became warm. I walked along the beach looking around. There were tall green trees, small rivers, and big rocks. Birds were singing in the trees, and I saw goats on the hills. The air was fresh, and the sky was blue. I was hungry, so I started looking for food. I found grapes on wild vines. They were sweet and juicy. I also found other fruit and drank water from a small river. I needed a safe place to sleep. I found a good spot, and began building a small house with wood and branches. I made a roof to cover me from rain, and walls to protect me from animals. I also made a fire from dry wood and stones. The fire gave me light and warmth, and it kept the animals away. I wanted to find more food, so I watched the goats on the hills and learned their paths. I caught one and cooked it on the fire. The meat was delicious. Later, I learned to milk the goats. I drank fresh milk every morning and even made cheese with some of it. I spent time collecting grapes and other fruit every day. I enjoyed exploring the island, climbing rocks, and walking along the beach. Sometimes I collected wood and stone to make tools. I made simple knives and sticks to help me hunt and build. Every evening, I wrote in my journal. I wrote about the weather, the sun, the rain, and the wind. I wrote about the animals I saw, the goats, and the birds. I also wrote about my feelings. Sometimes I was lonely or scared. Sometimes I was happy to be alive and strong. Writing in my journal helped me remember my days and feel less alone. Day after day, I worked hard. I made my house bigger, built a fence around it, and learned more about the rivers and trees. I planted some seeds to grow food. I sat by the fire at night, listening to the waves and the wind, and I felt safe in my small home. The storm brought me here, but the island became my new life. I ate grapes, fruit, and goat meat. I drank fresh water from the river. I built a house, made fire, explored the island, and wrote in my journal. Slowly, I became strong and learned to live with nature. The island was my new home.
What's this?
An island.
What's this?
A ship.
What's this?
Grapes.
What's this?
A stone.
What's this?
A fire.